Hello, hello, and welcome. I am Web Weaver, and I'm so glad you found my channel here today. This is where I do a one card tarot reading just to give us some guidance for our day ahead. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and I am using the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, which is different than traditional tarot. So I've typed up notes that I pull from just to help guide my readings until I have these cards memorized. All right, this reading is going to be for Monday, October 27th. I apologize, I did not get a reading done yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. Uh, we actually went hiking for a short hike to get some family pictures for our holiday cards that we send out. Um, and then got home and had very little time before we had to go to a trunk or treat from the school system, done by the school system. So I did not. I got home and I was done. My battery was empty, so I did not get on yesterday. So this is going to be for Monday, October 27th. What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? All right. So I will split the deck. I do not read reversals. And we have wisdom. This is the 10 in the major arcana. Let me bring you down. Okay. Major arcana, card number 10. It is wisdom. I think we've had this one before, but not often, so I do not have this one memorized. Give me 1 second here. So this is the second of 8 primary reasons for being. It is acquiring wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge with understanding, and it comes from experience. Wisdom comes from logic, emotion, intuition to analyze and understand, to discern the truth, to grow in awareness, and then use that knowledge to find our place and purpose within the universe and to live a good and productive life. Look beyond your personal scope and current opinions. There is a beautiful wisdom in accepting that you do not have all the answers and that your opinions and beliefs are sometimes unimportant in the grand scheme. It represents a beautiful paradox, a need to accept that you are both wise and ignorant. Your wisdom is your truth, but it is only your truth. Your truth is not absolute. So this is a complex card. Um, Wisdom is more than just knowledge. I can sit and memorize terms from a book and uh, tell you, if I'm a doctor, I've studied ailments. I can tell you what your symptoms probably mean. I can look at a lab report and tell you what everything means. That's knowledge. That is being knowledgeable. And when you are knowledgeable in something, it is great. Wisdom is knowledge with understanding, and it comes from experience. So while I don't know why I had the health. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know why I pulled that up as a example. But if you have a doctor that has just come out of med school and a doctor who has been in the field for 30 plus years. They're both going to have the knowledge, but that doctor with the experience is going to have more medical wisdom, not just the knowledge, because there's experience behind it. There's logic. They've had to think things through. So if you are in a field of study or a career or even just your spirituality, I can look at, a dozen textbooks or written works on modern witchcraft, and I can give you the terms and the definitions and what things mean and what's anathema and what's the broom for, and what I can give you that information. But until I've worked with those tools and I have done ritual and I've been in meditations and I've had magical experiences, my knowledge is just knowledge. It's not wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. It comes from having to think things through, to work through problems, to analyze things, to understand that what I experience isn't what you experience, and that's okay. We both have our own divine truth. The messages I receive in meditation that I may share out are not the same messages you're going to receive in meditation and share out. But that's okay because we're all on our own path. Your wisdom is your truth. And that's not absolute truth. Doesn't mean that the way things went for you is the way they're going to go for your sibling or your friend or your coven mate or whomever. It says to look beyond your personal scope, look beyond your own opinions, that there is a beautiful wisdom in accepting that you don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers. None of us have all the answers. And admitting that is wise, right? But it's also self-reflection is part of that. When you have the wisdom, I had an experience today where we took the kids to swim class, and my youngest was not with her normal teacher, but her normal teacher was there, and I didn't understand why she had been moved. So I went to the people at the front desk to kind of sort it out. And I am an elder millennial. I am what you would call an exennial. I am just below Gen X. So I am right there. Okay. I'm a little bit of mix of both. Um, and all the people working there are these Gen Z, much younger than me. And I just wanted to address the thing. I was not mean. I was not Karenish. I was not, that was not me. But I was very straightforward. I said, I would like to know why she was moved. We chose this time period on this day so that she would be with this same teacher. Um, can you tell me why she was moved? And, they explained to me that a box wasn't checked, that that was her preferred teacher, and that there was somebody there for a makeup, and she had been bumped to a different class. Well, she was hesitant to get in the water because it was somebody she didn't know. So I was like, I feel like if I signed up for this class at this time to have that specific teacher, that box should have been checked as teacher preference. But, that's fine. I just was like, this is the third scheduling snafu we've had. I just would like to know that when she comes in here, she's going to be with the same teacher. She's excited to be with the same teacher. I just wanted it fixed for next time. Um, but I could tell that the kids it was like they thought I was being mean, that I was very upset. And I'm like, I'm just being straightforward. I want to take care of the situation, right? So on the way home, I was actually self-reflecting. Was I being mean? Was I being rude? I just was asking questions. I was not accusing anyone of anything. I didn't go up there and say, well, you need to fix this because I did not pay for this. I did not blah, 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 blah. I just wanted to know why she'd been moved. She was excited to see her teacher today. So, having that self-reflection and saying, am I in the wrong here? As my as my mentor would say, am I being the a-hole? Because one of the rules that she was given in meditation was don't be the a-hole. I'm trying to avoid the censors. That's why I'm not saying it. But reflecting on, am I in the wrong here? Did I do something wrong? Do I need to apologize? But being able to self-reflect objectively is also part of the wisdom. Reflecting on yourself and learning from the way you do things and maybe improving the way that you do things because you've reflected. So, tomorrow we are called upon to be wise. Now that I've talked your ear off, um, your wisdom is your truth, but it's only your truth. It's not everyone's truth. So, just contemplate the concept of wisdom, your truth, everyone else's truth, and the wisdom that comes from experience and age tomorrow. And if you would like to meditate on the imagery of the card, feel free. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow with our next reading. I hope you have a restful Sunday night and that Monday is gentle. Blessed be.